Welcome to the YouTube channel, Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures, and a very warm welcome to the 15A going from Kidderminster to Stourport-on-Severn, the anti-clockwise trip. And I just hope you enjoy the journey. And most of this video was filmed last year in 2023, and the bus we had was an Optare Solo 20052 YJ60 KHB, which is no longer on the Diamond fleet. And before I settle in with the journey, as you know, there's going to be some changes happening to variety of routes. So here are the changes that's happening. So the service 60 from Lichfield to Cannock, which is operated by Chase Rider, is going to have minor timetable revisions. The 63 from Cannock to Uttoxeter will have a revised timetable. The 74C from Chase Terrace to Stafford is going to be withdrawn. The 408 from Rochester to Uttoxeter will be a new service operating on school days only and will not operate during the school holidays or on weekends. The service 841 from Stafford to Uttoxeter will have a revised timetable. And for Diamond Bus in the East Midlands, there's going to be changes on the service number 2 from Burton to Stapenhill, which will have a revised timetable with minor changes to some morning journeys. The 6 from Burton to Eaton Park will have a revised timetable. The service 9 from the Queen's Hospital to Burton Town Centre and on to Ashby and East Midlands Gateway will have a revised route and timetable to serve the Hollywell estate near Ashby. The service 17 from Burton to Clay Mills will have a revised timetable enhancing the service, and the same also applies with the service 18 from Burton to Dalebrook and on to Stapenhill. The service 19A from Burton to Swadlincote and Ashby will have a revised timetable. The same applies with the service number 20 from Tamworth to Mercia Park and the 402 from Burton to Uttoxeter. The first Potteries routes, there's going to be changes on the 3 and 3A from Hanley to Kidsgrove and on to Crewe. Those services will be cancelled and replaced by new routes, the 38, 38A, 39, 39A and 103 services. The 4 and 4A from Hanley to Newcastle under Lyman Kidsgrove will be cancelled and replaced by the 38, 38A, 39, 39A and the 103 services. The 6A from Hanley to Bliffbridge will have a revised timetable with an additional Sunday service, and the 22 from Newcastle to Longton will have a revised timetable. The same with the 25 from Hanley to Keele University, which will also be revised. So with the 22 to Longton, we'll have revised timetable. The new services 38, 38A, 39 and 39A, Kidsgrove to Newcastle and Hanley. Those services will be operating daily. The 98 and 99, Hanley to Tunstall Ball Green, will have a revised timetable. And the 103 from Hanley to Crewe will be operating daily. The National Express West Midlands changes are now coming up. So the service 4 from Wolverhampton to the I-54, which is Spring Hill, starting at Spring Hill via Wolverhampton, will have a revised timetable. The same with the 6 from Walsall to Sutton Coldfield, the 6 and 6A from Wolverhampton to Wobaston. The 10, 10A Wolverhampton to Purton and Pattingham will also have a revised timetable. The same with the 15 and the 16. 15 to Maryhill and the 16 to Stourbridge, also with revised timetable, along with the 25 from Wolverhampton to Pendeford, and of course the X51 from Birmingham to Walsall and Cannock. Now, changes to the select bus services. So the service number 7 from Stafford to Mospit is going to have a revised timetable. The 8 from Stafford to Parkside, due to the roadworks taking place at Red Hill, the route is going to be revised and timetable, and the same will apply with the timetable. The 9 from Stafford to Highfields will have a revised timetable. The 11 and the 11S from Stafford to Coton Park will have a revised timetable. The same goes with the 12 and the 12S from Stafford to Doxey. Now, with the 242 and the 242S, which connects the Stourbridge and the Kimber area, select bus services will no longer be operating those trips. Instead, the route will be operated by Diamond Bus. The 813 from Penkridge to Coven is going to be withdrawn. And the 817 from Hilridware to Rodbaston College will now be a closed college student service. So unfortunately, it will be no longer available to members of the public. The 875 from Cannock to Stafford will have a revised route and timetable. But the 875A from Stafford to Rickerscote is going to be withdrawn. But the 876, if you remembered the 76 route from Stafford to Wolverhampton, the 876 is going to be a new service replacing the services 813 and 875A, including many of the journeys no longer operated by the 878, so it's going to be a new service operated hourly, so that's going to be good. The 877 from Stafford to Wolverhampton will have a revised route and timetable, but will only connect Stafford with the villages. The 878, however, will still exist, but it will have a revised route and timetable, with most journeys replaced by the 876 service. The 879 from Stafford to Rodbaston College will have a revised route and the timetable. From the 2nd of September, the school routes operated by Diamond East Midlands will have a revised route and timetable. So the 805 route from Alwys will have a revised route. The 805 from Alwys will have a revised route. The 806 from Kings Bromley will have a revised route. The 809 and the 810 from Burton will have a revised route. The 812 will have a revised route and of course a revised timetable. The 817 from Alwys will also have a revised route, along with the 818 from Fradley, the 827 from Horninglow to Paget School will have a revised timetable, and the 832 from Burton Oak Road is going to be a new service. Stantons or Stoke, the IN2 Cheadle to Hanley is going to be cancelled, and the GO2, which will run from Cheadle to Newcastle, will be a new Monday to Friday service replacing the IN2. From the 7th of September, Trent Barton service X38 from Derby to Burton will have a revised route and timetable. And from the 8th of September, Diamond buses 31 and 32 on the Lichfield circulars will have a revised timetable, and the 828 from Stafford to Lichfield will start to run 7 days a week. So that means it will start to run on Sundays and even bank holidays. And the service K operated by D&G Bus is going to be a new Monday to Saturday service operating between Keele University and Chesterton. From the 29th of September, finally, National Express West Midlands is X51 for Birmingham to Cannock will have a revised route. So those are the updates that's happening within the Staffordshire area. Now on to Shropshire. So there's going to be changes on Shropshire. So there are plans for transforming bus services across the Shropshire region. So just bear with me, and I'll list you all the following Shropshire changes. So this is going to be very exciting, and so I just hope you enjoy what I'm going to be giving you, and I'm sure you might check them out yourselves, even if you have to do them virtual. At least I'll still be happy to be watching them. So here are the following changes that's happening within Shropshire. So there's going to be a new service 437 operating between Shrewsbury and Muchwen Lock alongside the select bus services 436 which runs from Shrewsbury to Bridgnorth. So to improve the frequency along the Muchwen Lock to Shrewsbury corridor, the new 437 is set to be launched on the 3rd of September 2024, and it's to provide a more frequent bus service at peak times from Monday to Saturday. And the route will be awarded to Tannet Valley Coaches. It was originally scheduled to be operated by Lakeside, but however, change of plan, it's going to be operated by Tannet Valley, which operates the 576 up towards Oswestry from Shrewsbury, and also they do services into North Wales. The number 9 service from Bridgnorth to Wolverhampton from the 31st of August. The above service, operated by Arriva Midlands, will slightly revise the timetable, affecting the times in Bridgnorth only to improve the punctuality on the Bridgnorth to Sydney Cottage section of the route. The 37 from Millbrace School to Weeping Cross. The service, which is operated by Arriva, will slightly revise the timetable to reflect the Millbrace School closing time at 3:25 p.m. The 41 from Whitchurch to Chester, from the 1st of September, the route will be operated by D&G Bus under the contract with Cheshire West and Chester Council. The service is currently operated by Aintree Coaches, but there's going to be minor timetable changes. The service 101 which is the Bridgnorth local service, Arriva is going to slightly revise the timetable to improve the punctuality and the reliability. The 301 and 302 which are the Market Drayton town services. The above service, operated by Lakeside, will operate solely as the 301, whilst the 302 elements of the service will still be included within the 301 timetable. The 449 from Ellesmere to Oswestry, operated by Lakeside, will operate a revised timetable with minor changes. from the town of Stourport and heading in a direction towards Kidderminster. And so here we go. This is coming towards the Grove estate now. So here we go. So we're going to do a turn. So here we go. We're on our way up towards. So here comes the Grove, which is on our right hand side. So the Grove is on our right, and so this is the turn off point for the Grove. So then continuing with the changes, so the 501 from Ellesmere to Shrewsbury is going to operate a revised timetable which will include additional trips added on Saturdays. The 738 and 740 from Ludlow to Knighton, operated by Minster, is going to operate a revised timetable to include a loop around Knighton Town Centre, and it will allow more passengers to access to the service and additional stops within the town for the visitors to use. The X10 from Telford to Shrewsbury will slightly revise its timetable and the route, with most journeys commencing and terminating at the Prisley estate, and an additional peak journey between Shrewsbury and Telford is to be provided, with an arrival time into Telford at 8:33 a.m. Mondays to Fridays. So those are the following changes that's going to be happening on the X10. The X11 service from the 31st of August will replace the X10A with a slightly revised timetable, and the X12 will replace the service X7 with a revised timetable. So those are the changes that are happening across the Arriva network. So here we go. We're now continuing on our journey. Right, as you probably know, the 15 route is currently being diverted to go past Hartlebury Common. That's because half of Wilden Lane is closed. So the diversion is as follows, that it has to come up here and pass the Stourport Manor Hotel. And that's on the 15A journeys. I will include the 15C in the opposite direction on a later blog. So just now turning on to Wilden Top. So now going up the Wilden Top. So this is the diversion. And so the 15 route is currently being diverted via this section of the Wilden Top, which I think the S15 covers this part, but I don't really know. But yes, I believe that the 15C, the S15 covers this part, which is the school service. So here we go, going along on the corridor with both the S15 and the diverted version of the 15. So I think the S15 does come along here, and so coming up is where the 15 would normally come out of when it's going along the Wilden Lane, but as we know that most of the Wilden Lane is closed, and so here we are over in Wilden. Right, here we go, going along the Wilden Top Road, and then we will resume onto Wilden Lane once we come to the end of the road. So once we come to the end of the road, we're going to take a sharp corner downwards to go towards the main Wilden Lane. So over there's the pylons, the National Grid. They go all the way towards Shropshire and started around the Worcestershire area, even heading towards Birmingham Airport. I think that National Grid power cable does goes towards Birmingham Airport way, but comment below if you know. And So here we go. Now coming towards the turn corner, so we're going to go around this corner. There's a little garden nursery there. So we are going down the slope. So we're going down the slope now, and this is going to take us back onto the main Wilden Lane. So this is taking us onto Wilden Lane. Well, this will take us onto Wilden Lane. 15 service. Kidderminster Stourport Circular. So the 15A operates, so both of the routes interwork with one another. So 1 hour is a 15A, while the next hour is a 15C, and repeats it vice versa. Now the route used to be operated by Aston's, and before Aston's it was operated by Coniston, and before Coniston it was Whittle's. Whittle Bus and Coach, if you remembered Whittle's, and of course First Bus used to do the route as well, if you remembered. First used to operate in Kidderminster before Diamond took over. So here we go, we're now going down the Wilden Lane, so this is going to take us towards the junction, where we'll then meet up with part of the A449, the Worcester Road, which is where the 303 service to and from Worcester meets up with us. And of course it can be a lot of congestion up this part of the route, because with rush hour etc, because as you know the A449 is a busy road all the way from like Worcester way all the way towards Stafford in Staffordshire via Wolverhampton. So we're going along. We're doing twists and turns, and once we come off Wilden Lane, so we're nearly coming, and of course, here we go, we're coming towards where we meet up with the I449, which is the Worcester Road. So here we come, we're now coming to a stop. So that was the journey on the 15. So here we are, just going to a stop here. Okay, here we go. We're now heading back towards Kidderminster, so we're coming back towards the island, Hoobrook Island. So I hope you enjoyed the journey on the 15 route, and with the updates on the subscribers, we've got 1-34k subs, so let's continue with that going forward. So we'll continue to go further. So this video is 15A, Kidderminster to Stourport anti-clockwise, plus a diversion going past the Stourport Manor Hotel, because obviously the route has been diverted because of half of Wilden Lane being closed off. Now on with the bus changes, continuing with the bus changes that's happening. So with First Bus, there's going to be changes to First Bus network within the Worcester area, so bear with me until I can get my Worcester changes up. So the service updates have happening on the Worcester services from the 1st of September. The service 28 from Worcester to the Bynham Estate will benefit from additional journeys now running hourly on Mondays to Saturdays, with a new X28 service replacing the 45 as a direct link from Worcester City Centre to the Sixth Form College. The 420 from Worcester to Bramyard and the 671 from Bramyard to Ledbury, as a result of a retender of the Ledbury services funded by Herefordshire Council. First we'll be running the 671 on Tuesdays between Bramyard and Ledbury. The current 420 Tuesday only journey between Bramyard and Worcester that first run will be withdrawn but but first we'll continue to run the peak time connection from Bromyard to Worcester on Mondays to Fridays. So the Tuesday only journey is going to be scrapped. So there's going to be changes on the 30, but the U1 from Worcester to the university has been withdrawn due to low usage. So here we go. We're now on our way back to. So we're now on our way back to Worcester. Not Worcester, Kidderminster. So we're now on our way back to Kidderminster. So I just hope you enjoyed the journey on the 15 route all the way from Stourport. And I will let you know when more and more exciting videos will come on the channel in the not too distant future. But for now, what I have to say is just continue to watch my exciting videos. So there will be some more to come on the channel, so I'm going to let you know. And this YouTube channel is going to have a little bit of a refit with the videos, so it's going to go a bit absent for like 2 weeks, but you never know what might happen. But I'm optimistic that it's going to be like a 2-week refurbishment. So there'll be a 2-week refurbishment on this channel to get the channel up to date. And I'm sure that you're all gonna miss the channel, but just continue to watch the videos I've previously uploaded before the channel gets refurbished. But then by the time the YouTube channel had been refurbished, I'll have some big surprises for you. I can't say what they're going to be yet, but once the channel's back up and running, I do have some major big surprises. I'm sure you're going to like it. I bet you're all going to like what the surprise is going to be. I'm not going to say what it's going to be because it's a secret. And I will reveal the secret because you'll probably see me when the channel's back on air. I will say what you viewers might want to hear before I go ahead by uploading each video day by day, even though it might take day by day to upload. But obviously I'll do my intro of the revamped channel, and but however next year the channel could get a new name. Yes, we might be getting a new name. So just keep your eyes peeled for that one, guys. So we might be getting a new name for this channel. And I'm not sure what we'll call this one yet, but for now we're still calling it Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. It will still be the same friendly fun, but obviously we'll have a new name maybe next year. So anyway, here we are now arriving back at Kidderminster. Thank you for watching the 15A, and just keep tuned for the 15C. So that's the end of the video.